Captain White Trousers himself, Dave, is going to start us off with a round of applause. You know what to do, Dave. You're pro at this by now. You're drinking, you're horny, let's go. Dave! We're going to start off, oh, we've got early, love it!
Everybody knows a Dave. You know too. Yeah, I'm Dave. I'm a local of Tring. So I would have liked to have walked here today, but got my leg. So I drove. I had to drive in my car. I like to drive in my car because I find it's much more controllable if I'm in it. Being on it doesn't really work. But that kind of set me thinking, why is it that we're in a car but we're on a bus or on a train? Think about it first of all. Being on a train, dangerous. For a start, you've got to be ducking tunnels. You know, it can be terrible. And then the other one that's odd, boats. You can be either in or on a boat. You can only be on a ship. Who makes this ship? I'm guessing, does everybody like going on a summer holiday? Yeah. I wonder how much keener you'd be if you realised that your fortnight in Tenerife had to start and end with 4 hours clinging tight for life in the freezing cold on the top of an Airbus A320. The in-flight service is going to be shocking. I mean, why don't people just get in it? There's seats in there, for goodness sake. And it's not just motor transport that do this to me. There's names. Do you remember that period of time when parents were naming their children after the location that the baby was conceived? Yeah, so they had classrooms full of Brooklyn and Venice, Santorini, Leighton Buzzard. Because it didn't work for all kids, because sometimes it wasn't such a nice place to have been conceived. I was trying to explain this to my young niece, back alley. You know? So what are they going to move towards next? Maybe the mode of conception, or the cause of the conception. So in a few years' time we'll have classrooms full of Smirnoff and Jägermeister, Viagra. You'll be able to recognise Viagra, it'll be the one that stood up. You know? But Viagra's great really if you think about it. For years now, it's been helping wives that have let themselves go a little bit continue having sex. Now, come on, be fair. It's not just wives that let themselves go, is it? Happens to girlfriends as well. Sorry, I wasn't looking at you, I've got a lazy eye. I mean, in truth, I recognise I've let myself go a little bit. But actually, if we're going to stay with the truth, it was my employer that let me go. But it's meant that I've got to spend a lot more time with the kids. So, you know, Lego, Play-Doh, stickle bricks. I've had a great time. 24-year-old's not particularly happy with being in the sandwich so much, but we'll get by it. I think about it, 24 years since that night in the delivery room. And delivery room, what a strange name considering what goes on in there. I mean, it doesn't describe it properly, does it? My father was a butcher, and he started his career in an abattoir. Which led to an interest in bring your son to work day. And there are some children that were in my primary class who are still having therapy, following my show and tell session on Monday. But there's a lot of things aligned between the delivery room and the abattoir. You know, blood and gore, screaming and wailing. You know, it'd be a much better named, wouldn't it? If it really was a delivery room, as they suggest, it would be a completely different environment. Big comfortable chairs, you know, we'll be sat there drinking coffee and having a chat, waiting for that message, and the phone bleeps, and there it is, telling you that Desmond, your DPD driver, will be delivering the baby between 10:06 and 11:06 tomorrow morning, so you can relax. And then sure enough, around 10:30 next morning, knock on the door, there's Desmond, big smiling face, giving you your DPD baby. It's a bit strange you have to sign for it, but but there will still be challenging deliveries, because unfortunately some of them will be scheduled to every Now, in these circumstances, assuming that your driver can find the right delivery route, he will just launch the baby from 15 feet away, take a photograph, and fuck off. You will then spend the next 2 days on Facebook saying, does anybody recognise this door? In an effort to locate your baby. And if you can't locate it, you'll find yourself 25 years later explaining the whole story to Nicky Campbell and Davina McCall. But as an aspiring comedian, I'll be right with that, because I'll be on the telly. But I won't be in it. Thank you very much.